can those from the other side be responsible for this? According to a person posting this video online, they certainly believe this to be the case. Posted with the caption, "Fire exit mysteriously opens and closes at my former job," we see this strange happening. The security camera overlooking the room caught the moment when the door suddenly burst open all by itself, and just as easily slammed shut. The poster stated that with this type of door, something like this isn't usual and shouldn't have happened. The latching mechanism prevents accidental openings like this to happen by the wind or anything that isn't done intentionally. After looking at the footage many times, it's hard to say how or why this happened, not to mention the fact that such a task is made harder because of the fact that the resolution of the source video is so low. What do you think of this one? Paranormal occurrence or a more reasonable explanation that can be given? Dogwalker runs away from the UFO crash site. This discovery of what appears to be a UFO crash site by a dogwalker from Medan in Devon, England, in early July of this year, got me to thinking. What if the reason no civilian has ever been able to record one of these aliens, or time-traveling humans, or their crafts, which could be traveling from a parallel world, is because they possess the kind of advanced technology that allows them to wipe any memory humans may have of seeing them from existence, a la Men in Black.
Something's definitely crashed here, look at this. Weird. Massive gap in the ocean, in the woods. All the trees bent. Trees falling over. Massive hole in the woods. Hey, something's definitely crashed here, look at this. Weird. Massive gap in the ocean, in the woods. All the trees bent. Trees falling over. Massive hole in the woods. Aliens.
Food for thought, because as Ben Landricum, the man walking the dogs, told Cornwall Live, we took the dog for a walk and it felt eerie, and we walked about a mile and came across this. We took the pictures and then felt someone was watching us and heard weird sounds, so we ran back to our camper. Something strange about this place. Something strange, indeed. Landricum also stated that in addition to the flattened vegetation, he also heard what he described as screams, and that he will not be returning to the area as a result of this discovery. Something has definitely crashed here. Look at this, Landricum says on the video. Boom, weird, massive gap in the woods, all the trees bent, trees fallen over, massive hole in the woods, aliens. From one UFO video to another, in this next entry, a UFO sighting over a farm has the owner claiming that the extraterrestrials were there to feed his chickens. Yes, the claim is bold, but he claims the footage speaks for itself. In the video, we see a field at night when some strange lights are seen hovering upwards from off the ground and away into the sky. Based on the dimensions, we can tell that it isn't a large craft in size, but we can confirm that it doesn't appear to be a reflection, headlights, or anything that could be easily misidentified. Is this another glitch in the Matrix? As we see, this pigeon seems to have been stuck in space and time. We see the people on the ground looking up in shock and confusion at the sight. It's unusual to see something like this, not to mention it being physically impossible. There is no way to explain this without calling it a high-level magic trick. This shouldn't happen or be possible, as it goes against all laws of physics and our basic understanding of how the world works. Many see things like this as proof that the world we live in is a simulation, and when things break down, this is what we get.
Mirando qué fue lo que pasó. Suspendida en el aire. Ella pues como que una paloma ahí suspendida en el aire, weón.
Strange lights seen by hundreds in Chinese city. In this very short clip, we see an array of abnormal lights hovering in the skies. The event was seen by many and sparked a wide range of questions and speculation by eyewitnesses, with many claiming it was a UFO fleet hovering to monitor the people below. Next, we have a video of poltergeist activity caught on camera by a soldier stationed somewhere in Iraq at the time. The video at this point is a decade old and has been floating around the internet for some time. In it, we see the person sitting in front of the camera talking when something unexpected happens. Suddenly, the closet behind him explodes open. We say explode because the doors burst open with great force, causing him to jump from the shock. As expected, he gets up and goes over to investigate. He seemingly doesn't find anything and leaves the room. The camera remains recording and we see that the activity continues. The doors continue to move, all on their own. As far as the credibility of the video itself, without getting a full view of the closet, it's hard to conclusively say that this was caused by poltergeist activity or if the entire thing was staged.
Really miss home. I hate being here. Trish, I love you. I wish I could be home with you too. I know we.
The comments as well are divided. Many people are saying that it was the scariest thing they have seen on the internet, whilst others say that it is an attempt to get fame. Which theory do you lean towards? Let us know in the comments below. Strange lights over Florida. Multiple people reported seeing a string of strange lights convoying across the sky. Not much more details were given other than that, but what we still can't explain. We see the person witnessing the event driving around, capturing the spectacle from multiple locations and at various angles, but that doesn't make it any easier to explain what exactly we are looking at.
Guys, that looks literally like a ray of light just shining down. I don't know what this is. Is that SpaceX or is that what that is? Yo, whatever that is fucking gnarly, dude. Holy shit, man. I'm so glad I caught that on tape. I'm in Fort Myers, Florida. It's still there, man. I don't know what that is. It's glowing. It's just glowing in the sky right now.
Entitled The End of the World, this video perfectly represents what the end of the world might actually look like. We see a bright light illuminating the sky as the person recording stands at an empty parking lot. The scary part is how the parking lights on the ground are flickering and reacting to something as the light in the sky pulsates. We think this was recorded at night, but the overwhelming brightness of the light in the sky is intense. Would you have run away or stayed and enjoyed this epic light show? Was that a comet, shooting star, or something more? The person's reaction in the video says it all.
What is that?
Oh my god!
What is that?
Oh my god!
Here we are at the end of the list. In our final feature, we have a video entitled Creature Spotted in the Forest. A simple description that fully explains what is taking place. The headlight illustrates the distance when suddenly something strange goes running by. Whatever that creature was, it's not like anything else that we can compare it to. It has long arms and abnormal legs as it speeds past very quickly. It's hard to figure out what exactly that is, and chances are we won't be finding out anytime soon. But in this case, I think we are better off not knowing.